Like this photo, I look like I did like a RCTA, race change to Arab. I don't know why. I have never looked this Turkish, I don't think. I don't know why, but my Wired magazine article is out and it's like in print. So it's kind of hard to fucking actually find the article itself. This is the Wired magazine Middle East, and we got some photos from it too. And it's pretty funny because like I had the mustache in these photos when I was doing the photo shoot, and it makes me look so much more Turkish. I realize, like, it makes me look the most Turkish. One thing that I'm sad about though is that there was one photo that I was very excited that I thought they would post it because it's like it was a hard one to fucking take, and they didn't even fucking post it, which I'm kind of bummed by. It's gonna get worse when you're older. Journalists, what's gonna get worse? But yeah, we got some photos back from it. Are you saying I'm gonna look more Turkish when I get older? You could be the guy in those Turkish Airlines mini movies you watch at every takeoff. I love Turkish Airlines, by the way. What did the photo they didn't use look like? It was sick. It was me jumping. We faked it on a trampoline when I wasn't even actually jumping on the trampoline. But instead, I was actually jumping with a laptop in hand. The close-up one was insane. I was just very stoked that like all of this like designer shit that they made me wear fit me. Is this the close-up one that's insane? Did they style you? Yeah. No, this was like a legit photo shoot. This one I look the most Turkish, bro. Look at this. I look like a Turkish unk. Here's the interview. Hasan Piker, widely known as HasanAbi online, is a prominent Turkish American streamer and political commentator born in 1991. Hasan Piker has made a name for himself through his Twitch streams where he discusses politics, news, social issues, and current events. His background includes roles as a broadcast journalist and producer for the Young Turks and columnist at HuffPost. Known for his left-wing perspectives, Piker blends gaming and serious discourse, aiming to both educate and entertain his diverse audience. I love how this motherfucker turned up the Arab 90% as soon as he heard Wired Middle East. Bro, I did not. I don't know why it looked like that. I don't know why I look so like Turkish uncle coded. Isn't that crazy? Like this photo, I look like I did like a RCTA, race change to Arab. I don't know why. I have never looked this Turkish, I don't think. I do not think I have ever looked this Turkish in my life, dude. They hit you with the Arab gun? Yeah. Anyway. You're Ariana Grande? Well, I am Turkish, so it's not like it's that out of pocket. Etimesgut'te minibüs hattım varmış gibi çıkmışsın. This one is kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. I think there were probably better photos. But yeah. Like, this is the most Turkish I've ever looked, I think, in my life. Oh, you can see her diapers because she was on her period. Yo. Embarrassing. What do you have to say for yourself? Huh? We got your diapers on fucking Wired magazine Middle East. She don't give a fuck. Bro, your mustache is an entirely different shape. Literally you? What is this? Burak Özcivit, come on, bro. This dude is way hotter than me. Are you kidding me? Diaper in a magazine photo. That's Brad Summer. Did you glue a fake mustache? What? No, man. This is continuing the trend of streamers and magazines holding random tech. I know. It was a little different. This was Vogue. Get her spade. What are you doing? She's a large dog. He has a way to avoid hip issues and other stuff. It's recommended by his vet, not a random Twitch chatter. Thank you. I feel like I've read this I've repeated this so many fucking times that like people literally know now. My favorite are these photos though, these two. I love this photo. This photo's fire. This photo's awesome. Even though, like I said, it makes me look so fucking Turkish. Like I need to be holding a tesbih. Like this photo, I can see myself holding a tesbih in this photo. It's just, they just like photoshopped it out. Cigarette in one hand or chai. Okay. Tavşan kanı. The blood of a rabbit. Tea in one hand and tesbih prayer beads in the other. You look like a 4.67 star Uber driver. Kahvehanede beni cat kollayacakmışsın gibi duruyor. All right, let's read the article. Carla Cerdan, you've built yourself a pretty large audience across socials. Why turn to social media as a way to reach people? I think that given the confines of acceptability in mainstream politics, I don't necessarily fit that role. I don't necessarily fit the ideology that's permissible under neoliberal politics in general. The leftmost position in those circumstances is oftentimes going to be the modern Democratic Party, plus some socially very radically progressive opinions on certain things. The internet has allowed someone like myself to exist. I can thrive and even be a competitive voice to mainstream voices. On that front, I think is great. The democratization of information dissemination is great. It's awesome. He pauses. I said a lot of shin words. I hate that. Does that democratization ever come into conflict with what you're doing? Everyone has a voice now. So there's a lot of clutter, a lot of chaos online, and a lot of information that isn't factual. How do you cut through that noise? You nailed it. This is why it's a double-edged sword. This is the other side of the issue, where I think some people take advantage of this democratization. And maybe some might even say that I do that. A lot of people take advantage and become grifters. They promote misinformation specifically because they want to hawk a product or sell something else. That is truly damaging to the discourse. The point is, we do not have media literacy in general. We didn't have good media literacy even when we only had 8 different TV channels and maybe 20 newspapers. The unfortunate reality is that we haven't even begun to broach critical media analysis in the internet era. That is a massive issue. The other thing I try to explain to people is like, I'm holding your hand through this media journey. I'm holding your hand. My job, the way I see it, is to hold the hands of an audience through the experience of going through the New York Times, going to Al Jazeera and all these other websites, reading the articles, and sometimes reading through the lines, because they're oftentimes under the guise of objectivity. There's a lot that gets omitted. I also often have a policy of not covering breaking news. I'll try to address when something is developing and try to explain to people, like, we should take a breather. We should sit back and wait for proper verification from mainstream outlets. Where is it that people are struggling the most in your view? In the broadest sense, the biggest issue is that there's a lot of distrust in mainstream media. There's a lot of distrust from the average person. There are valid reasons to be critical, but there's also a lot of invalid reasons to be critical. The female dog spaying getting hip dysplasia is a wives' tale, by the way. Yeah, no, my vet is actually spreading wives' tales, and every vet that I've ever been to, because it's not even the female dog spaying. I had a male dog that was pretty large, and my vet said the exact same thing back then as well. Different vet. Whenever there are life-changing events that are happening, like globally important phenomena that the media is covering in real time, depending on their built-in biases, depending on the volatility, depending on whatever the feeling of instability causes a lot of people to completely write off these outlets that are supposed to be unifying, at least in the way of disseminating truths that are supposed to help us. Another part of that is the move towards infotainment, not just mainstream media, but even for players such as yourself. How do you balance medium and message? I see a lot of value in what I do, in being entertaining, because my perspective is not one that is often represented in mainstream outlets. I want to ensure that I'm reaching as broad of an audience as possible. That means doing collaborations and tapping into new audiences that normally would not be familiar with who I am, and then trying to present them with an alternative view that they have maybe never been privy to, or even explaining to them parts of American history or global history that they've never really thought about. Entertainment plays a big role in what I do for sure. This doesn't mean that everyone could do what I do. If everyone was doing this, then there would be no real objective news, there would be no journalists, and no investigative reporting. I always value journalistic outlets. I always value what mainstream media is there to do. You've been outspoken about Gaza. Have you seen a change in attitude or perception towards Palestine? Absolutely. I've been an outspoken advocate for Palestinian emancipation for the past 10 years professionally in my media career. There is more momentum for Palestinian emancipation in the Western world, especially in our demographic, in the under 35-year-old age group. I've never seen such strong, continued, resilient support for Palestinian emancipation in my entire life. I never, ever in a million years would think that there would be hundreds of thousands of people protesting in the West. In the immediate aftermath of October 7, I lost a big chunk of my community. I lost, I would say, a third of my community. In the past 9 months, I think that even the original naysayers and extremely critical people have arrived at the same conclusions as me. I think there was parts of it where I said, obviously, that's nothing in comparison to the lives lost in Gaza, but I guess they cut a bunch of stuff out because I was yapping. Why is there such a pronounced difference, particularly online? It's social media in general. I think that social media, especially TikTok, shows the Palestinian experience directly from the mouth of the Palestinians and automatically humanizes them, like people like Bazan and Motaz. People see that on TikTok. They see the death and violence and the destruction, everything that you normally don't see on CNN, or things that you see on CNN that get immediate contextualization from someone with a clear agenda. That is the normal modus operandi in the way that the American public has heard about Israel. Social media has completely changed that dynamic where you have thousands of people that just have phone cameras and eSIMs and are just regularly recording and explaining their immediate conditions to hundreds of millions of people. That directly runs counter to whatever narrative that mainstream media tries to cultivate. An analog I have used in this situation is that social media doesn't have the capacity to genuinely make change, but it does have the capacity to motivate mainstream media, television and newspapers, magazines, to actually cover issues in a thorough manner without omitting key details. I think that level of scrutiny pushes mainstream outlets to provide significantly better, significantly more truthful coverage. If there are a lot of people that are saying, why aren't you covering this? They have to cover it because otherwise they're losing an entire generation of people and their power is diminished. And I don't know if I want their power to diminish. In times of need, I think that it's important to have trusted resources. I guess the cliche is when someone is saying that it's raining outside and another party is saying it's sunny outside, the job of the news is not to report on both sides of those things. Their job is to open the window and peek out. Someone needs to peek out. We can't just rely on user-generated content to cover these stories. This was in Wired Middle East. No, not GQ Middle East. It was Wired Middle East. This is peak lib cope. What? There's never been a moment in my life where I've said that mainstream media is unnecessary. I would not be able to do what I do without mainstream media, without actual journalists. I have friends that are working at these outlets. I have trusted sources that I rely on that work at these outlets. How many people will see/read this? I mean, what, 33,000 people just did. Yeah, I'm such a lib, dude. That's why I'm talking about Palestinian emancipation. Famously, something that gets broad coverage in mainstream media. Anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna get a copy so I can get you to sign it. I don't know where we can find it. Turk talking about genocides, Lamau. That's so funny. You got me, dude. It's funny that you mentioned that because it's not like I deny the Armenian genocide. So I don't know why the fuck you would say that unless you're a racist piece of shit who automatically assumes that I must because I'm Turkish. But like I said, there's another photo that is not that didn't make the cut, I don't think. And I don't know how to reach out to the photographer and get the photo, but there's a really cool one. What a fucking terrible crop. I ain't reading all that shit. Why do you think I watch your streams? Okay, some of you guys joke too much about not reading. Makes me feel like you don't actually read at all. Hold on. Okay, this is the other one. This was the other one that this was the one that I don't know if it made the cut or not. And this, by the way, it looks like I'm actually on the thing, but I'm not. I was jumping behind it. They wanted me to do it, I think it's cool, especially because of the amount of height I got. Because the trampoline was too small. The trampoline was too small, so I had to just like jump off the ground and just like pull my feet up in the air. Lies, ain't no way they didn't pull your ass up a little bit to make it look better. Brother, there's more photos and also videos of it. And a pair of new Doc Martens, not even like just regular old Doc Martens, but new ones. Kaya's aura is off the charts. I know, she's so good. What is this? How your email finds me. Did you get to keep the clothes? No, of course not. Bro, the clothes that they gave me, you kidding me? That's like 10 to 20 bands total. Maybe more than that. I think that's literally Prada. I mean, the article will have like the actual clothing and what the brands are. But I'm pretty sure this is Bodie? Or not. It's not Bodie. It might be yeah, the sweater. The other one was Margiela. Balenciaga shirt. This is all Margiela. Like all of this is Margiela. It's on the bottom of the article pages. Yeah. Right image, pink top, Martine Rose, pants, Marni. Oh, it's a full Marni. Blue blazer, Marni, white tank top, Calvin Klein. That was mine. Shoes, The Row. That's that one. Left image top, Balenciaga, pants, Balenciaga. Left wrist snake bracelet, Jason Lee Compte. Other accessories, his own. Realize how Kaya doesn't need expensive clothes. It looks sick as fuck. Yeah, except I'm not the one who chose those clothes. A Balenciaga shirt, even after the whole dolls and BDSM stuff. Yeah, here's how it works on magazines. Okay, they have certain brands that they want to display. Okay, and they choose those brands ahead of time, and you don't have a say in that process. Okay, I didn't pick any of these clothes. They told me to wear those clothes, and I wore them. We've reached a woke skull part of the stream. Yeah. Except for the diaper she's wearing. Yeah. Kaya's diaper was Louis Vuitton. Is this piece something that makes you feel like shit, I made it? This is kind of a big deal. No, not really. I'm happy for it though. Abi solcular insufferable. Nasıl soldier space'lerde bulunuyorsun? Burası öyle bir soldier space değil. Ağzına sıçıyorum böyle bağıranları. Did they let you keep the fits? No. Of course not. This in and of itself is like 20 bands. This entire fucking fit. Maybe not 20, but like 5 to 10. That would be ridiculous. No, they you get stylists, and those stylists will then turn around. The suit is Marni, the blue suit. I love that one. This one was sick. This was pretty sick too. Don't hate me for laughing, but they kind of cooked you. What do you mean? Oh my God, you guys made an emote over it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why'd they make you lay on circuit boards? Because it's Wired magazine. Kaya's face here is kind of weird. Okay, y'all need to stop. That's insane. We'll laugh back at these like we do for your 2016 era photos and cringe, but for now they're great. Dude, I have no, like, I don't think you guys understand. I wasn't like, hey, let me take these photos. Okay? That is not how those photos work. Okay? There's an entire team, people doing lighting, a photographer that is setting the direction, setting the stage. Like, these are not things that I normally wear. Is the suit Margiela? Yes. Go back to the one of you laying down. You won't. Where'd it go? Did I close that off? Like, I didn't choose this. Oh, and there's also a video in vertical and horizontal formats. Yo, the video is so sick. Wait, what the fuck? Yo, that is sick. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the video, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, did you miss the Olympics talk? Yes, you did. I covered it for fucking hours, dude. Hold on. Can you put these on a shirt? Will they let you? Wait, what? Put what on a shirt? Yo, check this shit out. This is the video collage they made, apparently. No, not this. This is the... Hold on. This is the vertical one, and there's a regular one.
Social media has been phenomenal in uplifting independent voices. It has played a role in actively democratizing information. So that's definitely a great bonus for content creators out there who normally don't fit the confines of otherwise liberal or conservative media. Media literacy is really important. Be kind to individuals, be ruthless to systems.
Next time you yell at a chat, I'm gonna say be kind to individuals, be ruthless to systems.